Good morning. Can you guys give me just a little message, perhaps, just to let me know that you can see me and you can hear me, and then we will go ahead and get started this morning with Flow 1. So let's see. Awesome. Hello, everyone that is joining. I'm truly so grateful to be here through this virtual platform, connecting with you all. My name is Rachel, for anyone that I haven't had a chance yet to meet, and I'm an instructor and teacher with Bella Prana, Yoga and Meditation, who is streaming us, and also with Yoga for Change. So typically I teach this class at the studio, and it's a donation-based offering. Today it's an offering that's free for you, but if you feel compelled to donate, you can Venmo yoga-change, and we are grateful, in addition just to you being here and sharing your energy, so grateful for any donation that you're able to offer. Yoga for Change, if you are unfamiliar with it, is a nonprofit organization, and what we do is we bring yoga to underserved populations. So we work with those who are incarcerated, people who are in recovery from substance or alcohol use, children, and military veterans. So that's where the donations will go. And with that being said, we'll get started. I just have one little housekeeping issue, which is if you do experience technical difficulties, like you are having a hard time hearing me, or your page freezes or whatever, Emily will be on and kind of troubleshooting with me, Emily from the studio. So you can always ask a question, but go ahead and try and refresh the page or log out and log back in. And what we found is that typically helps to solve the issue itself, like unplugging and plugging back in, kind of that joke, but it does seem to work. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. And if you will, find just an easy, comfortable seat. I'm going to be sitting cross-legged this morning. You can extend your legs. If you have blocks with you, you can sit up on a block. If you don't have blocks with you, you can always improvise, and you can find a pillow that you have around the house, and that can be a really great support as well. So come into a place where you feel comfortable. And then once you're there and you're settled physically, close your eyes or find a soft gaze somewhere on the ground in front of you. Let your hands rest at your thighs or down by your sides or in your lap. And just begin to notice the quality of your own breath. No trying to control at this point in time. Simply pay attention to the rate of your breath, the way your breath feels in your body. And allow your breath to help settle you into stillness. Create a nice long spine with your shoulders stacked over your hips and your ears over your shoulders. Know that your body may signal a need to move, like an itch or another minor discomfort. See if you can challenge yourself to examine those sensations without reacting to them. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs all the way to the top. Part your lips and sigh that breath out. 2 more like that. Deep inhale, belly fills and rises. Exhale, release, sigh out. And now the biggest breath you've taken all day, all week long. Fill up. Hold that breath at the top. Release it out of your mouth with an audible sigh. From here, allow your breath to fall into its natural rhythm, so it's effortless, in and out through your nose. And without controlling your breath, bring your full awareness to the sensation of breathing. So Again, maybe it's the sensation of air traveling in and out through your nose. Or maybe it's the gentle rise and fall of your belly, your ribs, your chest. Know that thoughts will enter. But when you notice that you're thinking, simply come back to the breath. And remember that every return to your breath is a return to the present moment. The past is your memory. The future is your imagination. And the only place that you can truly and physically exist is this very moment and this very breath. And now bring your awareness to physical sensation, where your body makes contact to whatever's supporting it. Feel the weight of your hands where they rest. See if you can feel your heart beating. And then maybe you look for the furthest place from your heart where you can feel your pulse. So that may be the throat or the wrist, fingertips or toes even. Finally, bring your awareness to sound. And just notice what comes up. It could be sounds coming from the computer screen. Or maybe sounds that are present around you. Try first to focus on those that seem most far off and faint. And then allow your awareness to shift toward the sounds that are most apparent. And so your breath, physical sensation, and sounds are all anchors to the present moment. And these are tools that are available to you on and off your yoga mat. If and when you're ready to start moving, begin just by adding in any natural movement. And know that you're always invited to stay in stillness for as long as you want or need. Sometimes you get into stillness and it challenges you at first, and then something starts to come up. So there's great strength and great power in stillness. Remember that. If you are choosing to move, maybe it's a circling of your head and neck or shoulders. Maybe it's a shifting side to side or forward and back with your rib cage. And if you're not really sure what you need, try closing your eyes and just following your breath. See where you want to go. Use every opportunity for free movement as an opportunity to explore yourself and to connect with yourself. Once you've kind of wiggled and moved in each direction that you want, come back to that neutral place where your shoulders are stacked over your hips, ears over shoulders. Draw your belly button up and in. Get nice and proud through your chest. Take an inhale and sweep your arms up over your head. Connect your palms, lift your gaze. As you exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Deep inhale, connecting with breath, arms sweep high, palms connect overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Last time like that, sweep your arms high, gather up energy. Exhale, hands to heart. With your hands connected at heart center, close your eyes, bow your forehead down toward your fingertips, just a symbol of gratitude. And take a moment to offer gratitude first towards yourself for taking this time today for you. And then offering gratitude for anything else that comes into your mind or heart right away. On your next inhale, sweep your arms high, connect your palms, lift your gaze. Exhale, breath, twist towards your right. It's Sitting up nice and tall, take your chin towards your right shoulder. And then use the breath here. On your inhale, sit a little bit taller, and as you exhale, twist a little further. Chin draws toward right shoulder. Take an inhale, unfurl, reach your arms high, connect palms, and exhale, twist left. Same idea here. Inhaling to lengthen your spine, and exhale to twist through thoracic spine, your mid-back. Inhale to unfurl, reach your arms high, connect your palms, lift your gaze, and then exhale to come into a gentle forward fold. Bring your hands to the earth, just allow your head to hang heavy, your chin to draw in towards your chest. And you control the depth of this posture, so try to keep your sit bones connected to the earth, and you can reach your arms as far forward as would feel good in your body. You can remain still if you'd like, or if you want, you can walk your hands from side to side. Get into the muscles in the low back. Maybe along with those anchors we spoke about at the beginning of class, the breath, the physical sensations and the sounds you experience. Maybe gratitude is another element that helps to ground you in the present, helps to ground you in your practice today. I always find that during times in life where I am being challenged or where things feel difficult, gratitude always helps to kind of bring me back, to remind me of what's important. Take an inhale to shift your weight forward, rocking onto hands and knees. Distribute your weight evenly through your hands. Fingers spread nice and wide, shoulders right over your wrist and hips over your knees. On an in-breath, send your right leg back in space with your toes tucked. Press into your palms and drive your right heel back. So we're getting into the IT band here, into the hamstrings, into the Achilles tendon, all those muscles through the back of your leg. Shift forward and back, maybe the IT band if you move in a particular way. Everybody's a little bit different, but shift back and forth. Once again, staying connected to your breath. And then coming into a place where you're back to neutral, shoulders over your wrist, flex through your right toes, active through your right quad, draw your right leg to a hover. Take an inhale here, both hands grounded on your mat. On your exhale, round your knee in towards your nose. As you inhale, send your right leg back in space, neutral spine. Exhale, round in, think cat with your back. Inhale, send your right leg long. As you exhale, draw knee in toward nose. And then from here, step your right foot through. So maybe the right hand lifts up off of the mat to make room for your foot. Bring your hands down to frame your right foot. Take an inhale, root down through your right foot, sweep your arms to the sky, find a low lunge. And then on your exhale, interlace your fingertips. Press your palms into your right thigh, and then start to send your right knee forward, slightly forward of your right ankle. Maybe you're lifting up through your heart, focusing on drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Find your breath in stillness. Take an inhale to reach your arms up, release your fingertips, and exhale, draw your hands to the earth. So if you have blocks here, maybe this is a place where you use them. If blocks aren't something that's accessible today, you can always tent up onto your fingertips. Pressing hands or fingertips into blocks or the earth, take an inhale and draw your heart forward through your shoulders. As you exhale, press your weight back, drive your right heel into the earth, bow forward over your right thigh. So find this rock forward and back with your breath. Inhaling, come into the lunge, right knee bends. Exhale, right leg lengthens, sensation into your left hip, the psoas. Shift forward and back, one breath, one movement. Or if it would feel better in your body, if you find a place in stillness that feels right, just stay and hang out and send your breath to any place in your body that's feeling really rich with sensation. On your inhale, shift your weight back forward. Keep your left palm planted down. Sweep your right arm up to the sky. Option to stay here, or option to tuck your left toes, fire up your quad, drive your left heel back, and then lift your left knee. Your right hip's drawing back in space, left hip drawing forward. Belly button drawing up and in, core nice and engaged. Stay for your in-breath. As you exhale, right hand down to frame your right foot. We'll all meet with left toes tucked, left knee lifted, and then slide your right leg back in space. Come into a high plank. So you'll notice I'm keeping my hands on blocks. You can do that, or you can always bring them down to the earth. You can also bring your knees down to the earth for more support. Take an inhale where you are, and then exhale, lower halfway down. On your inhale, begin drawing your hips toward the earth, your heart through your triceps, upward facing dog, tops of feet press into the earth. Take an exhale breath, draw your knees to the earth, child's posture, big toes touch, chest bows down over your thighs. Bring your forehead down to the mat, let your body come into rest. And each time we pass through this posture, intentionally bring yourself into a place of rest. Not just physically giving your physical body a break, but using it as an opportunity to also give your mind a break. So returning to breath, returning to stillness, mirroring the same stillness that your physical body is making in your mind as well. On your next inhale, come to rise up through table. Send your left leg back this time. Toes are tucked to the mat. Shift forward and back. Feel the sensation through the back of your left leg as you stretch, maybe into your wrists as well. So the further forward you rock, the more stretching sensation you might feel. Try to keep the base of your palm glued down to the mat. And then find that nice neutral place, flex through your left leg, engage through your quad, take an inhale, gaze between your hands, exhale, round in, knee to nose. Inhale, send your left leg long, and exhale, round in, press the mat away with your hands. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, round in, make room for your left foot and step it forward. Wiggle it right between the hands. Take an inhale and sweep your arms to the sky, low lunge. Stay for the breath in. On your exhale, hands interlace to your left thigh. Press your palms into the thigh. Send your left knee slightly forward of your left ankle. Really get into that right hip. Try to remain sitting up nice and tall through the chest. On an inhale, release the arms, reach them up high. Exhale, hands come down, frame your left foot. Inhale, heart draws forward, knee stays bent. Exhale, lengthen through your left leg, half splits. So with your breath, shifting back and forward from low lunge to half split, really opening up through the lower half of the body and really taking your time to do this. So there's no rush. It's like you're just saying good morning to yourself. Every day the body holds something a little bit different. So remember, you're just checking in with yourself. You're using each opportunity for free movement to explore and to connect with yourself. The next time you rock forward on an inhale, keep your right palm planted to the earth and sweep your left arm high to the sky. Stay just as you are, or tuck your right toes, lift up through your right knee. Really drive your right heel back in space if it's lifted. Engage through your right quad, draw belly up and in. Stay for your breath in, and exhale, left hand down. We all meet, right toes tucked, right knee lifted. Pressing into your palms, thread your left leg back and through. Take an inhale where you are. Exhale, lower knees or not, halfway down. Inhale, draw your heart forward, tops of feet to the earth, up dog. Exhale, this time roll over your feet, find downward facing dog.
So again, your hands can remain connected on blocks. I find especially at the beginning of practice, sometimes this can help to give me a little more length through my back that I sometimes need. Takes my shoulders out of my ears. So you can stay like this, or if you want, bring your hands to the earth, find a traditional downward facing dog, and then kind of pedal out a few times. Find lots of good movement here, a swaying of your hips side to side, and anything that would really feel good. We'll take an inhale to lift gaze to the top of your mat. Lift up through your heels as well. Exhale, bend through your knees, draw your chest towards your thighs. From here, begin to tiptoe your feet forward, really slow, small steps, finding that hinge from your hips and then feeling the weight transfer into your hands. When you can no longer step, just kind of lift up through the fingertips, become light through the hands, and then root down firmly through your feet. Take hold of opposite elbow, find ragdoll. Allow your head to hang heavy through your arms and gently sway side to side. So the idea here is that your feet are firmly rooted, your legs are steady, firm and stable, and then the top half of your body is limp. It's gently swaying side to side. That includes your head and neck. So just allow it to hang, kind of shake it yes, nod it yes, shake it no. A lot of times that's where tension hides out in the body, and we don't really even know that it's there, stress or tension, until we take the time to check in. Release your hands down to the earth. You can always find a block or bring the hands to the front of your shins. Take an inhale, lift halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward, down over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway up, draw your shoulder blades together. Exhale, once more, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise all the way up, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Pause in stillness. And if you've already set an intention for your practice, use this moment as an opportunity to return to it. If you've not yet set one, use this opportunity to set an intention. So perhaps you borrow gratitude, maybe just grounding itself is your intention. Try asking yourself why you chose to show up today, what it is that you're seeking, and then whatever it is that you want, that you're looking for, try stating now in your mind that you already have it, or that you already are that thing. So an affirmation: I am grounded, I am filled with gratitude, are two examples of what it might sound like. Whatever your affirmation is, state it in your mind 3 times. Take a deep breath in through your nose, fill up with that intention. And then as you exhale, part your lips, send your intention out. One more time, just like that, breath in and out. Seal your lips. Next, inhale, arms sweep high, palms connect, gaze lifts. Exhale, fold forward, down over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold and round. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart. One more half sun A, sweep arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, bring your arms overhead.
Connect your palms and find an interlace. Flip your palms up to the sky. From here, start to tick-tock side to side, lengthening out through left and right side of the body. Keep your feet firmly rooted down. Just open up through the sides of the ribs. As you lean into one side, try breathing into the ribs, the space between each rib. Good. And then come to rise. Release your arms. As you do so, circle out your hands and allow your hands to fall by your sides. Take an inhale into chair pose. Sit down low. Sweep your fingertips against the earth and then reach your arms high. Try to tuck your tail slightly, gaze down for your feet. If your toes aren't visible, try sending your weight into your heels a little more. And then drawing pelvic floor and core up and in. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Take an inhale. Exhale to fold over your legs. Inhale through a half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, take it back to high plank, step back. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower knees or not. Take it halfway down or all the way down to your belly. Inhale to draw your heart forward, cobra or up dog. And exhale, arrive back in downward facing dog. On your inhale, send your right leg high. Keep your right hip closed at first. Check in with your right foot and either flex your toes, point your toes, or find somewhere in between. You want that foot active. Press evenly through both hands. Stay for your breath in. And on your exhale, bend through your right knee. Open your right hip. So your right knee's toward the sky. Your right heel is toward your left glute. Keep that weight even through your shoulders. Stay for the breath in. The breath out. Next inhale, lengthen back through your right leg. And exhale, draw your knee in. Step your foot between your hands. Arrive in warrior one. Left heel dials down, arms sweep high. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Weights even through your feet. So really press down, root down through the pinky edge of your left foot. Try to roll your right hip back in space, left hip forward. Stay for the breath in. Exhale, hands come down, frame your right foot. Thread your right leg back, high plank. Option to take it through a flow or to come right back into down dog. So if you're in down dog, stay focused on your breath. If you're flowing, exhale draws you toward the earth, halfway down or all the way down. Inhale through cobra or up dog, open your heart. Exhale into down dog or child's, a place of rest. Next inhale, left leg goes high, active foot, closed hip, weight even through your shoulders. Stay for the breath in, and exhale to bend your left knee, open your hip. Keep your weight even through your shoulders, stay for inhale, and exhale. Inhale, left leg lengthens, exhale, knee draws in, steps forward between your hands. Right heel down, arms sweep high, warrior one. So find your foundation firmly through your feet and then build the posture from the ground up. Rooted down through your feet, active through your calves and your quads, both quads fully engaged. Core drawn up and in, take an inhale. Exhale, hands frame your left foot. Palms to the earth, left foot threads back, through a flow or into a place of rest. We'll meet in child's pose for several breaths. And of course, if you're craving more movement or if down dog feels like a better place to rest, then trust your instincts and go with whatever you need. You have 12 full cycles of breath here to remain still or to move. And whatever you're doing, try to allow it to be a meditation, so moving or stillness, focusing on whatever it is, whatever that one thing is that you're doing. And those instincts or your intuition, quiet voice within that guides you is always there. And so your yoga practice is a really great time to learn to connect with that voice and to listen to that voice and trust that voice. And the more that you do that through your yoga practice on your yoga mat, the easier it becomes to do that, to trust those deep instincts off of the mat too, to trust yourself. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Take an inhale to rise through table, tuck your toes and lift your hips. If there was anything else that you were doing, meet us back here. Gaze to the top of your mat, lift your heels, bend your knees. Take an inhale, exhale, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And inhale through chair, sit low, arms reach high. Keep your knees bent, stay in the legs. On your inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, sweep your right arm back, left arm forward. Find a twist. Maybe your gaze follows your right hand. Take an inhale, reach both arms up overhead. And exhale to the left. So right arm sweeps forward, left arm sweeps back. Gaze may follow left fingertips. Take an inhale, reach your arms up, lengthen through your legs, find high mountain. And exhale, fold forward over your legs. On your inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, soften your knees, plant your hands and step only your left toes back. Come into a runner's lunge, right foot is forward, left toes are tucked. And then root down through your feet, sweep your arms high, find crescent. Deep bend, deep lunge into your right knee, right quads engaged and parallel to the earth. Find an inhale here. Exhale, twist open toward the right. So right arm sweeps back, left arm reaches forward, arms reach in opposite directions. An option again here to take your gaze back, allow your gaze to follow your right fingertips. And then an option here too to bring your right hand to your left thigh, left arm reaches up and over. You can always ground the left knee for some added support. Take an inhale, come to rise, and then exhale, plant your hands down, frame your right foot. Send your right leg back up and through three-legged dog. Option to come into down dog or shift your weight forward, take it through another flow. Down dog is where we meet. Take your gaze to the top of your mat, lift your heels, bend your knees, tiptoe step or hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to chair. Exhale, twist left this time. Left arm back, right arm forward. Gaze follows left fingertips. Inhale, arms sweep high, chair. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Listen carefully. Exhale, airplane arms and torso. Fingertips reach back, crown of head forward. Weight into your heels, toes lift. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, knees soften, plant your hands, step your right toes back. Find a runner's lunge at first, root down through your feet, and then build the posture up. Arms sweep high. So that right knee can be brought to the earth for support, or you can keep it lifted. Take an inhale right here, and exhale, twist left. Arms reaching nice and wide and open. Gaze out towards your left fingertips. Stay or reverse your crescent. Right arm to left arm to right leg. Right arm reaches up and over. Take a breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Frame your left foot. Press into your palms. Sweep your left leg up and through. Option for a flow or to come right into down dog. Your choice. Listen to what you need.
As you come into downward facing dog, think of it as returning home to yourself. So use this shape as an opportunity to check in, maybe to ask yourself how you're doing, where you stand emotionally. Just to notice if anything has shifted or changed since you first unrolled your mat and stepped onto it. Take an inhale, send your right leg high up to the sky. As you exhale, draw your right knee in, tap your right tricep, shift your shoulders forward over your wrist. Inhale, send your right leg nice and long, and exhale, draw your knee across your body, tap your left. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, shift your weight forward, step your right foot between your hands. Dial your left heel down and rise up into warrior two. So your hips and shoulders are nice and open. Your feet are in line with one another, so heel to arch alignment, and you gaze out past your right fingertips. Let your shoulder blades fall down your back. Take an inhale and exhale. Next, inhale, right palm flips. Reach up and over, find reverse warrior. Left hand slides down your back leg. Feel that stretching sensation from your right hip into your right hand. Stay bent through your right knee. And then ask yourself, are you challenging yourself? Are you trusting yourself? Are you staying comfortable somewhere in the middle? On your inhale, start to lengthen through your right leg, whole right side body reverse triangle. And then bring your arms to parallel. Start reaching forward through your right fingertips. Lengthen through both sides of your rib cage. When you can no longer reach, hinge your way down. So your right hand might rest lightly on your right shin or your ankle, or it could reach actively to the inside of your right foot. If the earth feels far away to reach to, you can always bring your hand to a block, and the block can help support you. Try to roll your left shoulder back in space. Reach actively toward the sky through your left fingertips. And then think of getting nice and long through both sides of your rib cage, forming a triangle right here between your arms, your ribs, and your right leg. On your inhale, come to rise, return all the way to reverse warrior. Take the exhale here. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, frame your right foot. Keep your left palm planted, come to the ball of your left foot and sweep your right arm to the sky. Good. We'll all draw the left knee down. An option to stay just as you are, or if you'd like, start to draw your left heel in towards your glute, reach back with your right arm and make the shape, or if the foot feels accessible, you can reach for your left foot with your right hand. Keep your gaze back over your right shoulder. Feel that stretching out into your left quad and breathe into that place. Release your left foot, bring your right hand down to frame your right. Tuck your left toes, lift up through your left knee. Right foot slides back to meet left. Option for a flow or option to come into rest. So I give that option really frequently. You don't have to do the same thing every time. Notice I do something a little bit different. It's an opportunity to check in. See what you need in each given moment. And accept that that evolves and changes, just like everything else in life. And from down dog, on your inhale, send your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, draw your left knee in, tap your left tricep, shift forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, knee comes across your body, squeeze your core. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, left foot plants between your hands. Dial your right heel down, windmill open to warrior two. I'm going to change my orientation here just so that you guys can see me.
So we're staying with left foot forward, right foot back. Gazing out past your left hand, hips and shoulders are nice and open. Take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale up and over, reverse warrior. Lengthen through the left side of your body. We're here for a few moments. We've been here before. So that you've done this before. You've made it through, although maybe it challenged you. Stay with it. And then start to lengthen out through your left leg. Lengthen through the whole left side of your body. Keep your legs and inhale to bring your arms parallel to the earth. Start shifting forward, reaching forward to find triangle. Left arm reaches down, right arm reaches skyward. Find your breath. Try to stack all of your joints. So roll right hip back in space, left hip forward, right shoulder stacked over left. Use your obliques. Use your breath, most importantly. And then inhale up and over, reverse warrior. Soften back into that left leg. Stay for exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cartwheel down. Inhale, lunge, twist. You're on the ball of your right foot. Left arm's reaching high. Good. Exhale, stay or ground your right knee. Stay or draw your right heel in. Reach back with your left hand and receive your right foot. And release your right leg, left arm. Plant your left hand down. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, and thread your left leg back and through. One more flow. We're into down dog. Take your time getting there. And then find down dog. Take your gaze forward, lift up through your heels, bend your knees, tiptoe step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale through a half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise, reach your arms high. And exhale, hands to your heart. Good. We'll find dancer's pose today for a standing balance. If there's another one that you were hoping for, you always have the freedom and the permission to take any other standing balance. For dancer's pose, we're going to be balancing on one leg and then getting into the quad. So you'll want to take your gaze down towards your feet, decide which one is right and which one's left. The right one's going to stay rooted firmly down into the ground. So I always find that it helps some point on the earth, usually a few feet, like 2 or 3 feet in front of me, to gaze at. And then send your weight into the right foot first before you even start thinking about lifting the left. So once the weight is in your right foot, you'll lift up through the left, draw your left heel in towards your glute, and you're gonna reach back with your left hand. You can reach from the outside, that's a little more gentle on the shoulder, or if you'd like, you can reach from the inner arch with fingertips wrapping around the outer arch. That provides more of a stretch through your left shoulder. So you can try both and see which feels better. And then square both of your shoulders to the front of your mat. Keep your left knee drawn in towards your right. Reach your right arm high to the sky. Active fingers will help keep that hand engaged. Think of energy coming out of each finger. Begin to kick your left foot into your left hand. Lift up through your heart. And then, once you can no longer kick, begin hinging your way forward slightly, reaching forward. So equal force as you kick and as you reach. If you find yourself leaning too far forward, then kick a little harder. If you find yourself leaning or falling back, then reach a little more actively forward. If you find yourself falling out and you're not really sure why, then just smile, laugh at yourself, and give yourself another chance to come back in.
can try repeating something in your mind like steady, balance, or strength. Sometimes that internal focus in the mind can also help you balance. And then slowly start to rise back up. Step both feet to the mat, shake out your arms and your legs, and then come into stillness. Root down through your feet, hands to your heart, close your eyes. See if you can notice or observe a difference between left and right sides of your body. And then just draw a deep awareness to your physical self. Check in with the heart rate, the rate of your breath, the temperature of your body, and anything else that stands out to you. Allow these physical sensations to ground you here and now. In your mind, return to your intention that you set for yourself, and allow that intention to help inspire you through the remainder of your practice. One more side here, arms down by your sides, root down through your left foot. Draw your right heel in, reach back. This side might feel different, so reach from the outer arch or the inner arch, see which feels better here. Sometimes just depending on the way that we sleep or the way that we hold a child or, I don't know, an injury, it can feel different from left to right. So find which way feels better on this side. No, it doesn't have to be an exact mirror. And then begin to kick your right foot into your hand first. Kick into your hand, lift up, open up through your heart, and then lean your way forward. Find your breath. Remember to smile. Try to really root down through your left foot, engage your quad. Even if there's a little bend in the knee, your leg can be strong. One more breath. Rise up. Release your feet down. Connect your hands to your heart. Close your eyes for 3 breaths in stillness. We'll draw air in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, soften your knees, plant your hands, and take it through a flow into down dog or child. Arrive in down dog and send your right leg high. As you exhale, draw your right knee in, tap your right tricep. Inhale, send your right leg long, nice and tall. And then exhale, bend your right knee, open your hip. So option to stay right here, option to make big circles with your right leg, or maybe just circling out your right foot. Or if you like wild thing, you can shift your shoulders forward over your wrist, and then on your exhale, step your right toes behind your left. Press your hips nice and high. Let your gaze drop back towards your right hand. We'll release into half pigeon. Right hand comes down. Right knee draws forward and your shin comes forward toward the top of your mat. It may be more parallel toward the top of your mat or maybe more on a diagonal. Try to bring your hips to a place where they're level. Pelvis is neutral. And so that may mean that you are bringing your right hip to a block just to help elevate yourself. Or you can always find this shape on your back, a reclined figure four. I'll demonstrate that in just a minute. If you're in your pigeon and you feel good here, try to lift up through your chest first, find extension through your back, and then walk your hands down to any place that feels like a place where you can surrender. So it might be on the forearms, it might be on a pillow or a block. If you're really comfortable here or your hips feel really open, you might walk your hands all the way forward and then let your chest bow down over your right shin. For figure four on the back, bring your shoulders, head and neck down to the earth and then cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Draw your left thigh into your chest and interlace your hands at the back of your left thigh. So we're opening up through the right hip here in this shape. I acknowledge that some of you might be really comfortable here. But for many of us, this posture and deep hip openers themselves kind of stir up really deep feelings. Emotionally, but also in the physical body. It can often be a shape and a posture that holds a lot of discomfort for people. So notice what you do with discomfort, how you respond and react to discomfort. This is an important lesson we can learn on the mat. And we can allow that lesson that we learn or what we're able to learn about ourselves to translate off of the mat too. How do you respond to discomfort? Is your first reaction to doubt yourself, to try to escape, to try to fight through? One of these is not better or worse than the other. They're all opportunities to learn. So whatever stories or thoughts you have swirling through your mind right now, see if you can replace them with, I am worthy. I am enough. I am here. I am worthy. I am enough. I am here. You're not in your past. You are not in your future. You are right here for a reason. Take a deep breath in. Long, slow sigh out. If you're comfortable or uncomfortable but getting into something right where you are, then just stay. I'll give an option to add in a stretch for the left quad as well. So if you'd like that option, you can lift up through your chest. You can draw your left heel back up and in. And once again, we're just going to reach the left hand for the left foot. So stretching out through the left quad. If you feel open through your left quad, you might hook your left toes into your left elbow crease and then work still to square your shoulders toward the front of the room. Maybe the right arm reaches back and you can find a mermaid variation clasping the hands, but know that isn't necessary, and if it feels like you're forcing something or if it just feels like too much for today, then just back out of the shape and give yourself permission to back out.
Slowly release the left foot if it was bound. If you were reclined, draw your chest forward. Press into your hands. We'll tuck the left toes and sweep the right leg back. Option for down dog, three-legged dog, wild thing, hip circles, whatever you need. Explore these next few breaths with freedom, with an open mind. And then inhale your left leg to the sky, bend through your left knee, open your hip. Stillness, circles, or wild thing. Shift your shoulders forward to protect your wrists. Step your left foot behind, and then open up. Hips and heart to the sky, left hand drops back, your gaze follows. Your release is half pigeon, left hand down, left shin draws forward, extend your right leg behind you. Let's stay lifted up. Bring a block or a pillow underneath left hip for support, or find this on your back. And then find your fullest expression here. Remember, it may be different from the right side. It may feel different, it may look different. Allow it to be different and allow it to be just what it is. Close your eyes. Maybe return to an affirmation that's worked for you or something new. I am worthy. I am enough. I am here. I've learned that so much suffering comes from trying to skip into the future, plan out the future, or to replay the past. So those 3 reminders can help not only to bring you to the present, but bring you to a place of deep acceptance for self. And that could be accepting yourself as you are right here in half pigeon, accepting the physical form of your body, maybe accepting even deeper, greater parts of yourself. There's no one right way to interpret that. Stay as you are, or take your time walking your hands in, lifting up through your chest, reaching back for your right foot. The right heel draws in, you reach for your foot, draw your heel back in, and then you always have the option, remember, to hook your foot into your elbow crease, to add the left arm into the equation, but those are just options. Take them or leave them. Release your right foot, both hands back to the earth. Right toes will tuck, left leg steps back or threads up and through. Any movement you need. Another wild thing, a pedaling out. Maybe one final flow, shifting forward, lowering, just savoring each movement. In child, big toes touch, chest bows down over your thighs. Forehead connects to your mat. Maybe this time arms sweep back in space, fingertips toward the back of your mat. And notice the shift in energy. In terms of what's being offered and asked of you through the physical practice. And notice how you respond to that, your personal energy. Either shifts or resists. Try to encourage yourself by using your breath to slow down. Perhaps to drop back in or drop a little further into a rest and digest response, a state of calm. Bring your arms forward, press into your palms, rise through table, and then swing your legs off over to the side. Extend your legs forward. We'll find a seated forward fold with legs nice and long. So you can always bend your knees to find a greater hinge from your hips. Legs do not have to be completely straight. Take an inhale to reach your arms up. And then on your exhale, try to keep a nice, long, flat spine. Hinge your way down. Reach actively forward. Once you can no longer hinge and reach, you may begin to round through your spine and let your hands come down, frame your legs, or take a hold of your ankles, blade edge of your feet, whatever feels accessible. And then you can really make this, just like any yoga pose, really as active or as passive as you want it to be. Just be aware of your intention, whatever it is that you're trying to do, be present with that. And allow your breath to be a priority above all else. So 3 deep breaths here, whatever you're choosing to do, whether it's ground and soften or take this actively. Next inhale brings you up, reach your arms high, energy through your fingers. Exhale, hands fall down by your sides. Fingertips toward your feet, lean your way back. Your hands are back behind you, just about one handprint. Bend through your knees, bring soles of feet to the earth, and then knock your knees to the right and to the left. You may get a little reset through your hips. Snap, crackle, pop action. And then with your feet planted firmly, you can bring your hands to the front of your shins or the back of your thighs for support. You can always reach your arms really actively forward and find a slow descent down towards your mat. So start rounding down and then bring your shoulders, head, and neck to the earth. Once they connect to the mat, you may choose to hug your knees up and into your chest. Take gentle rocks side to side. If you need to scoot your way forward, you can. I always kind of come off my mat there. Good. And then plant your feet down on your mat. We'll come into one back bend. So I will offer you bridge pose. If there's something else that you want, like wheel or camel, you are free to go there. If you have a block and you'd like to make this a restorative or a supported bridge, the block just goes right beneath your sacrum. So for an active bridge, we'll bring our hands down toward the earth, press into feet, palms and forearms, and lift the hips up to the sky. Draw your weight into your shoulders, drive your heels into the earth. Really lift up through your hips. And then stay as you are, or interlace your hands to your lower back. Roll each shoulder underneath of your body. Drive your pinkies into the earth along with your heels. Stay for 3 to 5 breaths wherever you are. And then palms to the earth, lift up through your heels, slowly lower back down. Once your sacrum connects to the mat, knees knock right and left again. And you'll hug your knees up and into your chest. Give yourself another little squeeze.
And then from here, try to keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Just let your knees drop off to the right. So think of your legs, your thighs, and your shins making a 90-degree angle. And if you gaze down at your body and you notice that your hips shifted off to the right with your knees, just scoot them back in space. You can bring your arms off nice and wide to the side, palms face down. Or if you'd like, bring your right hand to the outside of the left thigh. You can gently massage your leg. Give yourself a nice self-assist. Just rubbing from hip to knee. Or if you'd like, just spread your fingers nice and wide. Let your right hand rest heavily against your left thigh. And without pushing, just allow it to serve as a gentle weight, drawing your knees and your thighs closer to the earth. Chin can come to left shoulder. And let your gaze be soft or your eyes be completely closed. Bring both hands to the earth. If your right was lifted, press into your palms, draw your knees up and into your chest. Little squeeze as you pass through center. And then allow your knees to fall to the left. Entering into another recline twist, just on the opposite side. Same options for your arms. Both hands to the earth, knees up through center. Take any final shapes that you still want or need in your practice. Maybe it's another back bend or another twist. A hip opening posture can feel really nice here, or an inversion. Or if you already feel complete, you can just allow your body to come into a shape where you can rest. I'll give you the next full minute to explore movement or stillness. Once again, just allow your breath to be a priority. If you are doing something that is asymmetrical or requires you to do both sides, left and right, just make sure you honor both sides of your body. You move toward that second side now. And then as you feel ready, make your way into that shape of rest, no rush at all. You may keep your legs extended nice and long. If that creates any kind of tension in your lower back, then simply bend your knees, bring your soles of feet to the earth. I find it can be really nice to heel toe the feet out toward the width of the mat and let the knees knock in toward one another. Your hands can rest at your sides or rest over your body somewhere. Sometimes that connection between hands and then heart or belly can help encourage just a steady, slow rate of breath. Can help you feel more connected to yourself, if that makes sense. Eyes are closed if that's comfortable, or gazing at one spot softly at the ceiling. Remember that this time is always built into your yoga practice, time to rest, but what you do with it is up to you. So I encourage you to make a conscious decision now to choose rest and to allow yourself rest. You might scan your awareness
through your body, from the tips of your toes, all the way up through the crown of your head. And as you scan awareness, notice any places or points in your body that still feel like they're holding on, that still feel engaged or tense in some way. And when you find that tension or that resistance in your body, send your breath to that place and give that place in your body permission to soften, to relax, and to let go. Maybe it's the feet relaxing and falling off to the side. Maybe it's the shoulders relaxing down, creating more space between earlobes and shoulders. Maybe it's the jaw softening, creating a little space between top and bottom row of teeth. Maybe it's the eyelids or the eyebrows, the forehead. Can you let an element of softness just wash across the features of your face? Or maybe it's simply the breath. It's allowing your breath to fall right back into that natural rhythm. Soft, slow, similar to your breath just before you fall asleep at night. Total contentment and total relaxation. Can you invite those sensations in? Can you rest with the knowledge that there is nothing else being asked of you in this moment? There's nothing else that you need to do other than simply be here and relax. And take 3 final breaths here together in stillness. Sip in through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. One more, you've got it. Before moving or changing anything about your physical body, draw your awareness back to your emotional state. Check in with yourself and how you're doing right now. And then notice if that's a feeling or an emotion that you want to carry with you into the rest of your day. You have the choice to carry it with you or to leave it behind. That's your freedom to do. And then as you're ready to move, you can wiggle your fingers, your hands, your wrists, feet, ankles. Wiggle it all out. Bring slow, natural movement back into your body. Reach your arms long up over your head, point through your toes, make the longest version possible of yourself. Hug your knees up and into your chest, wrap your arms forward of your shins, give yourself a little squeeze, and then find your way up to your seat. So we made our way full circle through this practice. We will end just as we began. And I will invite you to either keep your hands resting on your thighs, to connect your hands at heart center. Remember, just a symbol of gratitude, or to place one palm over the other at your heart center. I thank you each for being here to join me in the practice of yoga. I thank Bella Prana for being willing to stream this class and allow me to teach it and lead it. And I thanked Bella Prana already. I thank Yoga for Change for doing the same, for allowing me to be a part of your team. So, from my heart to yours, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed your practice. Have a beautiful day, a wonderful weekend. I hope you carve out more time to rest. And please let me know in the comments, I suppose, or you can always send feedback directly to Bella Prana too. If anything came up, if there's anything that we can improve or that I can improve, we're here to serve you. So let us know, and that is all. Take care. Donations once again to Yoga-Change at Venmo if you would like to donate toward Yoga for Change. Thank you so much. Okay, bye guys. Thank you. Let's see.